everyone, today I'll be reviewing David Fincher highly anticipated movie Mank on Netflix starring Gary Oldman, Amanda Seyfried, Lily Collins and many more great actors in this movie. And this movie I was really looking forward to, and for Netflix this was their last hope to get like Oscar nominated Best Picture. What do I think about this movie? I thought this movie is very mixed bag. Well, I thought some part for this movie was really very entertaining and interesting for me, someone who loves movie and like watching behind the scene how movie gets made and this thing. So this movie will please very specific group of people on YouTube and everywhere else. Rest of the people on Netflix or on everywhere else, they will not like this movie. As I'm seeing it already, this movie has already 3 point something on Google rating and Rotten Tomato. Well, it does have, as I said, critic will like this movie. Has the high critic rating is 88%, but the audience rating is 72% as of now. But it will go down as more people will see this movie. Already I saw on Twitter a lot of people are like not pleased with this movie at all, and I do see some people loving this movie, of course, like as I said, people who love movies or like specific group of people will like this movie. Will this movie getting Best Picture nominated at Oscar? At this point I think it has chances of like 60-40% I will say, but I definitely think it will get nominated for production design. Absolutely amazing, best production design probably I have seen all year long, and the cinematography amazing. Gary Oldman in this movie as a monk, he was absolutely amazing. Oh god, his performance was so good. He made this movie enjoyable, somewhat enjoyable for people, I will say. However, direction for this movie, I don't think he will be getting nominated. I think again the percentage I will say like 60-40%, because I thought this movie isn't as good as directed as a Trial by Chicago 7. Is this movie even not as entertaining as that one? That is the best, probably best movie from Netflix. What happened to all their picture this year? All of them failed. Like, what is it? Hilly Billy Elegy, which I liked, but the critic didn't like. Chicago Trial 7, Chicago Trial 7, I really enjoyed. That movie was really good. I really liked it. And their last hope is now the Ma Rainey Black Bottom, that movie starring Viola Davis. If that movie doesn't please people on Netflix ain't getting. I guess they still have Chicago 7, but all their Oscar hoping movie so far has failed, I think. And especially people are on Netflix, they will not enjoy this Monk movie at all. And you know what? Netflix is not recommending people this movie. I already like this movie is not trending right now as of today. So I don't think Netflix also recommending this movie to people. So I thought some part for this movie is definitely very interesting. When the backflash was showing about the MCU, how he was talking about how he makes movie, how is everything is he does, how some movie gets made, and like how he was asking people to get 2 weeks pay cut. Yeah, those scenes were quite interesting. Those scenes happen first act of this movie, and also in part. Oh, there is also Charles Dance. He's amazing. Anything he does, he was also good. He's present in this movie. So all the scene, like there was one party scene, they were talking about Germany people, and that scene was quite interesting. After that, this movie shows you a couple of more backflashes. Some of them are really very confusing. You are like sitting there with and thinking, what are they saying? Most people will go like this, like me. What are they saying? That doesn't make any sense. What is it has to do with Citizen Kane? Because this movie is about this screenwriter Herman Mank. It shows his life, his early life, working with the different studios. He also worked with Paramount, and he was working with Warner Brothers, MGM, all this big studio we know. That's why I said some of this scene were so interesting for me. Someone who loves movies, someone who doesn't care about this movie, like doesn't care about this stuff, they will be like there and They'll be like, what are they saying? Doesn't make any sense. It will not make sense to people. Unfortunately, you will see a lot of people will not like this movie, and I personally thought this movie has so much potential, and that it went like this way. Because I think what David Fincher he was trying to do here is he was trying to make a movie about Hollywood backstory to get Oscar. This is an Oscar bait movie, but his movie didn't like has a mean. It doesn't have meaning like La La Land or even last year movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because still that movie had some things to say. This movie doesn't have anything to say. It just goes around like this. One executive producer to another, then one studio to another. Like how, and at the end of the day, you have to think about how it serve to the story you are saying here. Because end of the day, we are here to him to say like he's the one of the best screenwriter that time. At the beginning of this movie, didn't seem like though. But he did win Oscar for Citizen Kane, that movie, which it's been a while since I have seen that movie. So I feel like this movie didn't serve that purpose. So I would say definitely direction wasn't very good in this movie. And in this movie, productions design were so amazing. Did I wish sometimes this movie wasn't black and white? Yes, I did wish that, because I couldn't enjoy all the scene what's happening, because they looked amazing. It looked like all the stage costume. You can't tell because they are in black and white. Why he needed this movie to be in this? I know he was hoping to get Oscar for this movie. Unfortunately, watching this movie was frustrating. All the choices. Sometimes you have to think about not Oscar, the movie itself you're making. That's more important than getting the Oscar, because like a lot of people last year thought Joker movie didn't deserve Oscar nomination. But you know what? That movie stayed true to what story it was telling. That's why people loved that movie, and that's why that movie got nominated. While this movie didn't stay true to what it was trying to say, and that's why I don't see this movie getting Oscar nomination. Of course, it might get still because there are not many movies this year, but there is tons of other movie out there, like from small studios. They will get, but this one I don't think, because the audience will not like this. It might get under the rug. This movie. For me, it's really mixed bag, this movie. I don't recommend people checking this out, especially people who are not care about movies or movies industry, how movies are made. They will not like this movie. I don't recommend them to checking this out. That's my thought on this movie. Thanks so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed my video, don't subscribe and take care.